Welcome back to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. The Penguins are in must-win mode right now. They need to get a win to clinch the playoffs. 2 more wins would probably get them into the second or the third spot in the NHL playoffs.
2 more wins definitely gets them into the
definitely gets them into the second or third.
Right.
So the problem is if they have 1 win and Carolina wins 2 more games, and their games are against New Jersey and Philly, 2 games that they could win. If they tie the Penguins, they have the tiebreaker. So my question to you, Ron, is if they win tomorrow against the Red Wings, do you rest anyone for Saturday's game?
Well, it depends what Carolina does, as you pointed out. I'd love to be able to sit Sid in the last game and let him get a little breather going into the playoffs. Maybe Dumoulin. We'll see even when he comes back. I guess, he may not even, he didn't practice today. He would be the other guy I'd want to rest, but he may not be back. Looks like Malkin's going to play in these last 2 games. I guess Letang spoke today, practiced non-contact, and said he didn't feel right when he came back from his injury, and now apparently he wouldn't commit to playing to start the playoffs. So I think they need Malkin and Letang. Not only need them out there, but need them to be themselves and productive to really have a chance to go very far.
Yeah, you'll hear that Letang interview coming up on KDKA News here at 11 o'clock, and that's basically what he said, Ron, that he doesn't even know if he'll be ready for the first round of the playoffs. I would think that that would be the case, that he would be ready. But
sounds like Malkin will be.
Yeah, Malkin
looks like he's going to play tomorrow night.
I
which
think
is
you
important.
need Dumoulin back there too.
You do, absolutely.
So let's go back out to the phone lines. We're going to go out to Pete in Squirrel Hill. What's up, Pete?
Hey, gentlemen, how are you tonight?
Good, thanks for calling.
Hey, Rich, about the end of the Pirate game tonight.
Okay.
One of the cardinal rules of baseball since its inception is in a tie game, a 1-run game, in the late innings, you can't walk batters. Both teams parading these guys out of bullpen tonight, Rich. You can't get the ball over the plate, man. I mean, really.
It's terrible. I agree. It's absolutely terrible. Look, I mean, it's not just the Pirates either. We see them. The St. Louis brings in a guy, he walks 2, then they bring in the next guy, he walks 1. I mean, it's just poor pitching, poor fundamentals. And, we focus on the Pirates because we see them every day. Watch some of these other teams. Cardinals got 2 wins here this week. I don't think they deserved either one of them, really, based on the way they played, yet the Pirates were a little bit worse.
No, and I'm going to question the Cardinals. The Cardinals pitching staff, their bullpen, and the Reds, neither one has impressed me so far this year either. So, I think if the Pirates get their act together, they could finish the middle of the pack and be contenders here within this division. I don't know, but the Brewers look pretty good. And Christian Yelich,
without a bullpen,
yeah,
they're back 2 guys are hurt.
Let's go out to Paul in Greentree. What's up, Paul? Paul, you there?
How about Bob?
This is Paul. Paul, you there? Paul in Greentree. Bob in Greentree.
This is Bob in Greentree.
Bob in Greentree. I'll take you. Yeah.
Hey, I just don't get it. A man on second with nobody out in the 9th. How do you not bunt him up? Like Ron just says, there's no fundamentals in baseball anymore.
Yeah, Bob, I totally agree with you, and I've been thinking about that too, but it wouldn't have mattered.
Well, it might have mattered. Reyes was up. He's got to be able to get a bunt down. So you got a guy at third, 1 out, who was up.
Frazier lined out
he hit the line. Is Carpenter in more with
Yeah, maybe it's a different approach to that.
I thought the same thing. I'm not a bunt guy. Really, I'm not a bunt guy.